Okay, let's start by finding out how fast you currently read. What you're going to need for this exercise is just anything to read. It could be an article, a novel, a newspaper. If you don't have something to read, you can go to irisreading.com/article1.pdf. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you read for 1 minute. At the end of the minute, you'll stop and we'll find out how fast you currently read. Ready, set, go. Okay, stop, draw a line wherever you stopped, and what I want you to do now is count the number of lines that you read. The next thing you want to do after you've counted the number of lines that you read, you want to find out how many words there are per line. You can do that by taking a sample of 3 full lines, counting up all the words, and then dividing by 3 to get an average. After you have that average, take the number of lines that you read and multiply it by the average words per line. And this will give you a words per minute reading score. Now you're probably wondering, okay, what are the averages? The average person reads 150 to 250 words a minute. Now there's a few things you need to know about this average. This average of 150 to 250 words a minute is based on average level material. If you are reading something very technical, these averages are lower. If you are reading something very easy, the averages are going to be higher. So you don't have a specific reading speed that you read at. You have a reading range. You might read easy material at 300 words a minute, medium level material at 200, and you might read really technical material at 100 words a minute. The other thing about this average is whenever they calculate it, it's based on 1 minute of reading. Now I assume that you don't read in 1 minute spurts. You probably read for an extended period of time, depending on what you're reading. Now the average reading speed is 150 to 250 words a minute for 1 minute. So the realistic averages are probably a little lower when you take into account longer periods of time. Now the other interesting thing about this reading speed is that 30 years ago it was a little higher. 30 years ago the average reading speed was 250 to 350 words a minute, which is a bit of a problem because we have a lot more to read nowadays than ever before. And the worst thing about reading averages that they find that after the age of 12, most people don't make an improvement in their reading speed. And this is a huge problem because it almost seems a little ridiculous that you could be in college and still be reading about the same speed as when you were 12, 13, 14 years old. And we'll talk about why that is. But whatever your reading speed is right now, very good. What we're going to try to do is improve upon that.